Well, as mass vaccine clinics begin to close in Hamilton, smaller, more targeted clinics are staying open. This is to get as many people vaccinated as possible. The company doctor at ArcelorMittal Dofasco, Dr. Mike Pysklywec, joins us now. Thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So you were ArcelorMittal Dofasco had a very large community clinic at the Centre on Barton, the old Centre Mall location. Is that still open as a mass vaccine clinic?
No, we're now closed net. We were going through sort of June, July, as the demand sort of wound down, the clinic wound down as well. So we sort of morphed now into a few of the larger clinics are still open in Hamilton, but it's now morphing into more availability through smaller clinics. So we're hoping to sort of pick that up now, get some shots at our clinic as well as family doctors' offices.
Seen to where people are instead of getting people to go where the vaccines are, right? That's a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we're at a point now where most of the people that want a vaccine have had a vaccine. We're now trying to get to the unvaccinated people, and there's still more work to be done in that regard. We need to convince those that are unvaccinated that this is a good thing. There still is a pandemic. In fact, it's more threatening than ever with the Delta variant, particularly for those unvaccinated. So we need to maybe change the messaging a little bit, and we need to ideally get to those people. So the mass vaccination clinics had their role. They were greatly used, and it was really effective, and really super thing to do. It's a very interesting experience, very positive experience. You know, every day was people just wanting to be vaccinated, understanding that this was their ticket to some element of normality. We're now on to another stage of this, and that's trying to access that perhaps 20% out there that still are unvaccinated.
Right. Were you working at the large vaccine clinic yourself?
Yeah, I did some shifts there. Again, it was a very unique experience. You know, in medicine, we typically solve problems, see people that are sick. This was different. This was very upbeat. It was very positive. It was staffed by ArcelorMittal Dofasco people as well as other people in the community. So it was very much a community event, and everyone that was coming through wanted to be there for a good reason. It was sort of like, here's your vaccine, congratulations. So
yeah. Lots of tears of joy. I know I didn't expect to cry, but when I got my second one, I kind of burst out, and the nurse practitioner already had the Kleenex ready for me. So it was
I
can imagine.
It was amazing how many people reacted that way, wasn't it? It's a sense of relief of moving on.
Yes.
So
many people are not able to get out to the vaccine clinics, right? You think of how many people are living either in large apartment complexes that maybe can't even get to their lobby, let alone get out to a vaccine clinic. So that's really where these small targeted things are going, right? Yeah,
and I think we need to be creative again, and there's efforts to establish sort of mobile clinics as well. I see that there it was yesterday they were at the Tim Hortons field to do a clinic. So it's creative type of solutions that will get to those people, you're right.
Right. Now, how are things going at ArcelorMittal Dofasco? I know there were outbreaks very, very early on in the pandemic, but is it a condition of employment there?
To be vaccinated?
Yes.
No, it's not. So we're not compelling people at this point to be vaccinated. You know, ideally it's a choice, and what we should be doing is providing people with the education to understand what the vaccine is, to make the right choice in getting it. So you don't want to tell people they must do something. You want to educate them that they want to do something. And, you know, looking at the data, it should be abundantly clear. It's extremely clear that these vaccines are remarkably effective. We've given hundreds of millions of doses of this thing, and it's incredibly effective. And I'm sure you've seen the data where, you know, currently a very small proportion of the unvaccinated are making up the massive proportion of people that are sick.
Right.
And it's certainly a testament to the fact that vaccines work. And further, vaccines are remarkably safe. You know, before the pandemic started, or as it was in it started, we were trying to come up with a vaccine. No one imagined, frankly, that we have a vaccine as effective and safe as we do now.
As quickly, yes. Yeah. And we're going to get, we've run out of time, Dr. Mike, but we're going to get up on our website, chch.com, more links on how people can get their shots. Thanks very much for chatting with us.
You're welcome.